just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. Second and a yard. Once again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Hurts. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion. On play action, Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion. Hurts will try it again. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
20 TX. Let's go.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yeah, ready. Watson, Oscar. Get on.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
3rd and 9. Man in motion is Berrios. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. 3rd down and 9.
Hey, get set.
Sending a receiver right.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Dolphins 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
21G.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 32 yards. On first and 10, here's Tua. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, shot. Out.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hey, 73, 73. No time, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return, here's Washington. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
44, ready.
Tua to throw again. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dodson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua gonna throw. He's gonna air this one out, looking for Hill. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get this close to a first down as he stopped at about the 25-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Slide.
Hill brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Motion man, sent right. Tua now on 3rd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half?
He is in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out to a 24-10 lead. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, 21, TA. Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick. Get on.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
He'll run again. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Yeah,
And the Dolphins first down.
ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and that will lead to a second down.
Get set.
Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Whoa. Out.
Back to throw is Tua. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds as the...